So I was bored and decided to indulge in yet another side quest, and this one involves pixel art. By the end of this video, I want to create a very cozy ramen shop, but not just any ramen shop. We're gonna be making an isometric ramen shop. Also, did I mention that I've never drawn pixel art before? As if this challenge wasn't bad enough. Before we begin, I just want to give a quick shout out to the creators whose videos really helped me understand pixel art, because man, I would not have survived this challenge without them. Before I can even fathom reaching the skills of a pixel art god, I needed to learn how to make individual objects without making them look completely cursed. And our first object is a soy sauce bottle, and this immediately humbled me because you need to plan your sprites in advance. This is like the first step of pixel art, and I messed that up, by the way. If you're even a single pixel off, your objects may start to cosplay Michael Jackson. Alright, this is the very first attempt I've ever made at pixel art, and honestly I'm quite happy with the way this turned out, especially the reflective surface on the glass bottle. While I'm working on this, I realized that pixel art really tests your patience and posture, because I am already starting to morph into a shrimp. Next up was a book, for which you must be wondering, why do I need a book for a ramen shop? Trust me, you will find out. Okay, so the book on its own was super easy to make, but the people on the cover, they look like they're Minecraft villagers who have gone through some shit. And this is where I started getting worried. Because if I'm struggling to make these tiny people on a book cover, then how am I supposed to survive? Well, I don't know, the entire challenge. And the final object, you guessed it, is a ramen bowl. And if that random book didn't give away the entire theme of this video, then this reference photo definitely will. So I was actually not that happy with this one. I made a very feeble attempt at color theory, so I failed hard, as you can see. And I want to definitely revisit this piece in the future, but right now, we have got bigger problems to deal with. Up until this point, I was only drawing objects, and objects can be forgiving, but characters are a whole other level, especially if they are the legendary Team 7. That's right, if any of you had your suspicions from the ramen bowl and the book, you were correct. This entire video was just an excuse for me to make some Naruto fan I mean learn pixel art. So I went down a rabbit hole on Pinterest to look for some very minimal and simplistic character designs to learn from, and these are the ones I settled for. This part taught me something I didn't really expect: the importance of recognizable character designs. Pixel art already doesn't give you much details to work with, so if you can recognize a character with the bare minimum design, then you have succeeded in creating a very memorable character design. Okay, now before we move on to the impending doom, let's just take a moment to appreciate everything so far, because this is the last time in the video that I have felt confident. Before I attempt to completely destroy my own vision, here are some references I found for perspective, composition, and general inspiration. Now, unfortunately, I found most of them on Pinterest, so I don't know the original artists for these. So if you recognize any of them, please let me know so I can properly give them a credit for saving my ass. So at this point, I thought I was ready. I was not. I had drawn objects, characters, so putting them in perspective and poses can't be that hard, right? I was wrong. I was so wrong. The second I started building the ramen shop, everything fell apart. The perspective looked weird. The characters started looking more Minecrafty. The details I wanted to add simply didn't fit, and it kept getting worse. I could feel my vision slipping away, and I wanted to give up. But then, this one happy accident kept me going. I accidentally drew Sakura smaller compared to Naruto and Sasuke, and because I absolutely refused to redraw her, I rescaled the whole canvas. I went from this to this in terms of dimensions, which doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that I almost quadrupled the amount of space I was working with. And this was the problem. I could finally add details. I could finally shape the environment. Oh my god. This was so obvious in hindsight. This was just math. And so I drew Kakashi in the pose I imagined him. And when I finished drawing him, I knew this could work. And so I decided to scrape off the entire process and restart my illustration. This last stage was the biggest trust the process moment I have ever had. This piece by no means is perfect. The anatomy, the perspective, lights, shadows, pretty much everything could use a significant upgrade. But at the start of this journey, I wanted to create a cozy ramen shop using pixel art with Naruto characters, and dare I say I have achieved my vision, which is the real win, guys. And just as a bonus side quest, I wanted to make an entire spread showcasing the progress of this video, and this is the final send off for today's challenge. This was yet again a very satisfying experimentation to do, and I feel like both me and my back learnt a lot from pixel art. And I'll let you guys be the judge of how I have performed today. And if you like watching art challenge videos like this and you have some ideas of your own, let me know down in the comments below, because I love suffering and pain. Did you see what I just did there? If you've enjoyed this video and you're new here, hi! Maybe consider sticking around. Like and subscribe, and as always, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!